Greetings everyone. Here I am again, and in the next tutorial, I will register two applications in Microsoft Entra ID formerly known as Azure Active Directory that I created using the Recrogrid framework. The ultimate goal is to enable users to securely log in to the Blazor client application using OpenID Connect. The client application will use access tokens to authenticate access to the server-side API application built in .NET Core. Here is the Azure portal, where I click on the Microsoft Entra ID icon. On the left side, there is a menu where I can register the applications under App Registrations. However, if we take a closer look at the overview, we can see that there is also a new administration interface, and I will try that now. I'm currently inside the Microsoft Admin Center. I'm currently in a tenant of type Azure ADB2C, which comes with certain limitations, but at least I'll demonstrate that everything necessary can be configured here as well. Under the App Registrations menu, I will create a new registration. The first application will be named RGF Demo API, and I will only allow users in the current directory to use it. Using the Integration Assistant, I specify that this is a web API and it won't call another API. Next, I will set a URI to reference the API. This will be RGF Demo API. Then, I will create a scope. Client applications must have this scope in their access token to access the API. I'll allow the API to access basic profile data. Finally, I set it to use the newer version 2 token format. I will add it to my favorites bar for easy access later. Now, I will create the registration for the client application. Its name will be RGF Demo Client. And I will also only allow users in the current directory. This is a single-page app that will also call the API. Now, I will set where the provider can send back the tokens. Here, I'll specify localhost because I use it in the test environment. Multiple addresses can be provided, and the client can specify which one it expects a response from. If the client tries to receive a response to an unauthorized address, the entire authentication process will fail. I also allow the client application to access basic profile data. I allow the client to access the API. Admin consent is required here, so I provide that. Finally, I also set it to use the version 2 token format here. With this, the registration of the API and the client application is complete. Next, I will configure the two RGF demo applications to use these settings. Click on the video to continue. Thank you for your attention.